Yes, we are going live. We are, in fact, live right now. It's crazy how
Oh boy.
live we are.
Help. Send help.
Everyone, welcome back to Abomination Vaults. It's been a hot second.
Send help.
You're fine. Don't tell mom. Regardless, let's go around the table and introduce ourselves once more to get back into character and to remind everybody of who's who, just in case we've forgotten everybody. We'll start with you, Gideon.
Alright, so I'm Como. I'm playing Gideon. He's a human fighter. Last time, he sold off some books he may or may not should have sold off, and upon turning in his sword for upgrades, he was forced to come in with no weapon whatsoever, at threat of death from the witch over here. And now he just found a hatchet on the ground, so he's trying to make things work with that. It's not going well so far, but we're here, we're living, we're doing our
Pretty sure
best.
pretty sure you dropped the hatchet.
No, I dropped the giant javelin that was large size.
Oh, was that not okay?
Actually, I think it was a halberd.
It
but
was a
either way,
Halberd. I
we
had
got
those
a
confused,
hatchet
my
plus
bad.
one. We're not dead yet. We're here. We're at half our HP.
I'm gonna move to you,
We'll
Cezanne.
figure it out.
Yes, I'm Rallief. I'm playing Cezanne, cleric of the Shimmering Maiden. I spent an entire fight last time without line of sight.
Not the first time. Probably won't
It
be
was
the
the
last.
actually no, it wasn't the first time. You're right.
Oh, the water drake was right
Just
there.
kind of a
and I
running
didn't-
gag that
was right
Cezanne
there.
never really knows what's happening. We're all just
Yes.
fighting shit and just... He just has to take our word for it.
Yes, a cleric on a pilgrimage and currently looking into the mysteries of the godlight.
I'm gonna go to you, Wesk.
I'm Wesk. I'm a kobold gunslinger, the lone wolf, enjoying the party for a bit.
You've literally not been a lone wolf the entire time. You've literally bonded with Cezanne since day one.
And
No, motherfucker.
under,
I get to be the lone wolf. You don't.
under threat of the ire of Ziri moving towards myself, I have chosen to go along on this book crafting expedition.
Let's go to you, Ziri. Speaking of.
I'm silly. I play Ziri. I am a witch and I enjoy dead things, and although I'm made of paper, I like to throw myself headfirst into fights. That's all I got.
What about your funny little man on your shoulder?
Oh, yeah, my little buddy. Got a little bat buddy. He's my bat too. He's either on my shoulder or on my shoulder, you know?
I was wondering where Dax was.
There you are.
I believe that wraps us up, so let's go over. Say it with me, folks. Everyone without a hero point. Oh boy, all of you, huh? Nope, not Cezanne. Never mind. Fuck you, Cezanne. Everybody without a hero point gets a hero point. Who would like to tell us what happened last time?
See how it is.
I mean, I'm more than happy to. Last time, we
On D&DZ.
did some things in town on D&DZ.
This isn't D&D.
No.
We spent some time wheeling and dealing in town, which led to things like Gideon going into the party chest and selling a whole bunch of books. He may or may not should have sold those books. He used those for some upgrades for his sword and to pass out some things to the party. At the end of this expedition, we were like, okay, we're going to the Gauntlet, and Ziri basically zapped Gideon. On the way in to the Gauntlet this time, Gideon having no sword, having turned it in for some upgrades, we met a water drake. This water drake was one that we had encountered several sessions previously. The water drake was one we had beaten with an inch of its life, and it came back in the forest. Probably not a good move on its part. It got beat up pretty bad. It tried to run away. Whisk took a long distance shot, and I believe it crashed into a tree. We don't know of its ultimate fate at this point in time, but I'm pretty sure it probably crashed and died. Oh, go ahead.
I thought we had confirmed it was dead.
No, it was dead. You had to walk past the body.
Very cool. In that case, we killed the water drake because we're much stronger than we were the first time we fought that thing. That
got
was
to
when
see it.
Sazan learned what the water drake looked like. And then it died. After that, we initially went to the Gauntlet and went to our usual route, which was on the 3rd basement floor. We realized we probably shouldn't be fucking around there right now, so we came back up and went over to one of the side areas that we missed. We met a Minotaur. We got cornered between a Minotaur and some black mold. It was not a good
Brown
day.
mold.
Brown mold, you're right. That's
Black
much better.
mold would be much worse.
That is much better. Yes, we got cornered between a Minotaur and some brown mold. We stood our ground. Technically, it wasn't a Minotaur. It was a, oh, what's the skeleton version of a Minotaur?
A skeleton minotaur.
Yeah, that.
There's
It
not
was
a name
large.
for that. I just like minotaurs. They're
It
cool.
literally crammed into the whole damn hallway. Anyway, we managed to dispatch that. It should have been a trivial encounter, but between that and the brown mold, it was not a good time. After that, we rolled into the room. Gideon picked up a halberd that was far too large for him, and then picked up the +1 silver hatchet, so he's now cooking with, I don't know, mild electricity. He's surviving.
He's cooking with diesel.
Everyone else here?
Unfortunately, his
also-
engine is gasoline.
I also gave you my shield so you had a working one.
Yes. So we can now work with that. I would like to point out that Gideon's a one-handed fighter, so a shield is helpful.
All right.
Don't get me wrong, super helpful.
We'll go ahead and begin though, before we get too much into the night. I do want to remind anybody watching, I don't read chat, and I've noticed that sometimes chat gets upset at that. I don't read chat until we get a break. This is not because I'm an asshole, but I am. This is mostly because this is not meant to be a performance. This is just basically meant to be me video logging because my memory is bad and my brain does a thing where I don't remember. I just kind of trance out for like 3 hours each night. So, anyway.
Fucking half-elf.
All that being
No,
said,
that'd
happy
be
to
a
have
full
you here.
health. Yes.
Half-elves don't trance?
No, they don't trance. We sleep like normal people.
Lame.
I disagree, but okay. Regardless, yes, we are happy to have anyone who wants to watch. But, unfortunately, I'm just not going to engage every time you chat. I'll engage when we get a moment. It's more important to me that we keep the momentum going in the actual game. Speaking of momentum, we're going to go ahead and continue once more as you guys find yourself in the second basement floor of the Gauntlet, and you have each begun to hear...
Floor basement.
Thank you for that. We have begun to hear strange whispering noises to your north, which seem to be originating from this point somewhere up north of you all. As well as this, you have now stumbled into a huge hallway that has not been explored, once again reminding yourselves of just how massive the Abomination Vault truly is. Who would like to start us off?
Sure. I'm gonna go ahead and light the sconce.
Okay, you do so.
Alright.
I make out what any of the whispering is.
Give me a religion or society check.
Ooh, can I make a society check?
I would say you are busy lighting the sconce right now.
Understandable. He's got
And
Hi.
I do a check as well.
You may.
It's not going to be great, but
Remember that you do have your Seek the Knowledge or whatever cantrip if you would like.
shoot.
I don't think it's gonna
Uh,
matter against a 27 in religion.
Probably.
With that, Raleigh, you are able to determine this is common. Somebody is whispering in common. A fast scared whispering. You get the feeling that this entity, whatever it is not hostile. However, this does bear the telltale marks of a haunting to your north.
I was gonna say, oh great, so we have a haunt on our hands.
So many freaking doors.
Guys, I listened in up ahead. It sounds like that thing we encountered up in the previous area. I think Raver called it a haunt.
Up ahead, it's behind us.
That was right here.
Right here, yeah.
Yep,
We were coming from this way.
Hurry.
Yes.
where the whispers are coming from.
Up
think
to
we
the
got
north.
Yeah, I don't really feel like dealing with that again, especially
boy.
now that we don't have the good doctor with us.
I mean, we have a priest. Although to be fair, for a haunt, I don't think I'm going to be of much use. Last time I'm pretty sure I waited outside the doorway the whole time. And as I recall, that worked out pretty well.
It did. Basically, nothing bad happened to you. Your party, less so.
They were fine.
But you are beginning to feel the pains of exhaustion as the day wears on.
Where's on? We've only been here for like 20 minutes.
Yep. As the day wears on.
Have you checked my health recently? Because I'm not doing too great. I got some bruises.
Sucks to suck. Should have bought the and a pearly white spindle and stone and shit.
Well, you know what? Door's all yours. It's right there. Have fun.
Door's all mine. Cool.
Okay. Swing open this door and it reveals another hallway spiraling off to the east here.
Oh, did you mean that door? You gotta be more specific.
All right, go ahead.
How big is this place?
I mean, judging from the 2 floors we have even sort of gone through at this point, pretty large.
Size. Well, I put it away for all of 30 seconds. Oh, this is kookery. He never put away his pistol.
I'm gonna keep out the hatchet just in case.
Wes
Pawns haven't
gripping
gone
his
well in the
pistol
past.
like a security blanket, never letting it go on the gauntlet.
So you want me to like
Understandable.
kick the door down or go in all sneaky like?
If it's a haunt, I don't think you need to sneak around. I think you just kind of gotta open the door. I don't know. Ask the priest.
Well,
mean,
I'll
last-
take his silence as a vote of confidence.
As you
Good.
swing open this door, the first thing you notice is that this room is bathed in a eerie green light. This 10 by 10 washroom has an iron tub to the north and a commode to the southwest. Ripples and ribbons of green light meet your vision, and you realize that this is the source of the whispers.
This definitely looks beyond me. Zeri, this looks like something you might like.
What the Oh, good.
Uh,
You found the haunted bathroom.
As you open the door, however, and step out of the way, Ziri, as you step into the doorway, it slithers across the northern wall, leaving a ghostly trail of glowing green energy. And you
Do I
realize,
have any idea what this is?
give me an Arcana or Occult check. Yes, you do. This is not a full-fledged specter or ghost. It is the lingering, what you might call a lingering regret. something which would relive its last moments. So this was some sort of creature's last moments. It descends, slithering up the wall, and as you watch it snake across like some sort of green serpent, you realize it is writing letters. The letters, as it slowly glides across the wall, read, "I was Otari. Save me from below." Once the green serpentine-like creature finished writing it, it slithers on the ground underneath each of you and begins to drift westward.
Can I read that writing?
Not from where you are.
The thing seems to be moving away. Should we follow it?
You really want to follow it?
Do you really want it to just wander off?
Set to go deeper.
Can I still read the writing on the wall?
It is beginning to fade, but yes.
Oh, fucking.
I'm pretty sure if I recall, Otari was the person that the town was named after.
It was the rogue who died, wasn't it?
I think you're right.
Are we following this thing or not?
Does this have something to do with Atari?
I think Otari has something to do with Otari, yes.
What?
Town's named after a person.
Oh no,
Yes.
it's stroking out.
Understandable.
You watch as the spectral green light dances around the room where the Minotaur was slain earlier, and realize, after some examination, Gideon, this thing is reliving some sort of combat.
With a Minotaur, most likely.
Well, don't lose it.
It
Oh, good. We're going back down.
underneath the stair before descending down the stairs.
Oh, good.
No. My token is frozen in two
Darkness.
spots at once.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Oh. Well,
Hold on.
enjoy
Am I
your reload.
desynced?
let me go
Yes.
see it. You are currently in the dark right now.
I see that.
I am
I
going
see other people
to...
moving. I just can't.
There. Try that. Can you guys see now?
Why am I?
This is
Yeah,
why I've
okay.
been lighting all the sconces.
We'll just have both of the Cezanne tokens move here.
It looks like, yes, Zilly has descended. Cezanne has descended. Let's go ahead and... It looks like everyone's here?
I'm loading in.
Okay.
Oh, here, I'll get out of the way. Wesk will not.
That'd be enough for all of us.
Failed drawing interface canvas group can't read
Okay,
properties.
you're going to have to refresh the page then.
That's... yeah. I was
Okay.
gonna say, that's exactly what happened to me when it desynced.
Hopefully my whole thing's not deleted.
Alright, well, I've kicked you. Let me know when you want to rejoin.
I'm trying to rejoin.
Alright, we have now lost one priest.
Damn. The spooky lights continue to kill you guys.
Losing the priest in the haunt is not great.
There we go. You guys
Give me, like-
should be all in the park.
Give me like 30 seconds to see if I can fix whatever's going on with my internet.
Okay. You let us know when you're good to go, bud. Are you good, Zilly? It says you're not here either.
I think I'm here.
Says on my screen.
She's
Try moving your character token. Yeah, it's moving for us.
Okay. Can't believe Raleigh is dead.
Same.
Okay, I think I have it fixed.
Okay. Good stuff.
Let me just load in the B2. All good.
All good. All right. The bad news is that you've loaded in just in time to see this thing disappear from view as it reaches the bottom of the stairs.
Well, that was great.
What would
Whiskey's gonna-
each of you like to do?
Whiskey's gonna knock on the stones beneath him. This thing's hollow or something.
Give me a perception check. No. Doesn't seem to hide any secrets. Looks like this thing faded away into the midair.
Just faded into the floor.
No, more like mist dissipating midair.
Oh. Well,
That was sure something. So I didn't get a good look into the first room. Is there anything going on in there?
which
I don't
room?
think any of us got a good look in the first room.
The room it came out of.
It was a
Let's go.
bathtub.
Go back and take a look. It looked just like a normal wash basin to me. You know what? Let's go move to the wall. You all go past me. I'll
So
come up
there's
the stairs
no
last.
traces of the thing left whatsoever.
No.
Cool. Nothing for me to examine there.
Go ahead and go past. Out of character, I realize that I'm needed just to make sure everyone gets.
I would say you, Zilly, knowing what this thing is, a lingering regret, it is tied to emotional points. It likely was feeling strong emotions until it reached this point. The next emotional point might be somewhere around here, but you would have to find it.
Like, explain that.
Okay. There's a door off to the west there we haven't opened yet, but I'm not sure that's where we need to be right this second.
Okay.
I think we're better served trying to explore more of the upstairs area first.
You would also know, Gideon, securing an escape route is a pretty common tactic for warfare
Zilly.
purposes.
I'm heading back up the stairs. You should probably head back upstairs first, so you're not left in total darkness. There we go. Anyway, back to where we were.
Wesk begins to lead on.
Waiting.
Oh, did I leave you guys in fucking darkness again? I'm sorry.
No,
No, okay.
Gideon and you are the light sources.
Oh, that was a door.
This is why I'm trying to light all the sconces.
There's a door here. I'm curious.
Okay. Wesk begins
I'll
to take
draw
a
my hatchet.
different route. As you swing open this room, Wesk, broken down torture instruments lie in half-cleaved heaps on the floor in here. To the north lies a stretching rack. On to the south, a priory lies on the floor. Tongs, chains, frayed, rotten whips, and other assortment of nasty instruments lie on what might have once been shelves that have now... what the fuck was that? Regardless, sorry, I think, yeah, somebody is raiding the stream, apparently. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Unfortunately, I do want to point out, we don't typically read stream until a break, so feel free to chat if you would like to. Regardless, this does look to be some sort of ancient ruined torture room for anyone interested in exploring.
Well, this certainly is dour.
I'm just gonna walk. That's something anybody needed to.
You are cutting out really badly, Zilly.
Yes.
Sorry. I don't know why it's doing that.
You might want to turn your attenuation up.
Regardless,
Turn it back up a little bit again.
that thing we were fiddling
Back
with
up.
before the
Volume
stream.
back up.
It'll be alright if Como echoes a little bit.
I'll do the best I can to not be me.
Walk regular human level.
Yep. And not Como levels.
That Como, or Jer, or sometimes you, or
Craig
Those levels.
or Yuri or basically
How many-
3/4 of the group.
Just how many torture rooms does one place need?
Good question. Shall we start keeping count?
But you can repeat what you said earlier.
All I said was I would like to explore. I said
Okay.
it wasn't
Yes.
something that needed to be heard.
It is something that needs to be heard.
Give me a perception
Game
check
Master
if you
definitely
would like.
needs.
Oh, that kind of. I thought you meant just walk forward into it. Yes, I would like to explore the.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Ziri is going to spend about the next 10 minutes kind of poking and prodding around
So-
this room.
Soul bag.
Ziri begins to poke and prod around the room. What are the rest of you doing in the meantime as she has stopped to explore this torture rack room?
No, this is certainly
A good Friday night?
this is just
A bad Friday night? Come on, I think you're muted.
Yes. Yes, I am. This is certainly a bad Friday night.
I don't know. I could be persuaded.
I'll let the Death Witch do her thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Ziri, you do not find much of note here. It looks to just be a torture room for you. Not for you explicitly, sorry.
What now? Sorry.
I said this seems to be just a torture room.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right.
Can I be refocusing while she does the search?
Sure.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Can I do a warfare lore check on what I know about torture rooms?
Sure, bud. Give me a lore.
Just a torture room.
You know that torture rooms are a good place to keep prisoners of war. You've not ever been in one yourself, or I would assume as much. You do know that Wolfkrone has many inquisitors that are a big fan of some of these implements, especially the Order of the Flaming Rose. Other than that, you've had no reason to be a torturer yourself.
Cool.
Okay. You each stride across the ruined torture room into the hallway that you have emerged into before, with the broken archways, some sort of long processional, possibly, with the rotted wood, twisted metal, vaulted
Continue lighting
ceilings.
sconces as we go.
All right.
And now we're back here.
I don't like being the only light source in the world.
You light yet another sconce with your torch. You emerge back
What's
at the
now?
washroom that you chased the spectral spirit from earlier. Now it lies cold and still.
At least now we know where one of those doors goes.
And now we have a set of double doors up here. Is there anything on the doors?
No, these look like plain, unadorned wooden doors.
Great.
Your
There's
turn.
the witch. I'm gonna keep my hatchet on and slowly open the door.
Okay. As you swing open this door, the first thing that greets you is that this is a 10 by 10 wide hallway that opens into half-circular hallways, rather alcoves. Several alcoves contain small little dioramas inside of a glass display. You would have to get closer to tell what is in there, but up ahead, the hallway twists off to the right, to the east.
Well,
More hallways.
What are each of you doing?
step inside.
As you approach Wesk, you notice that there is something inside of the glass display case. It doesn't look to be moving.
I'm gonna have to approach to get a better look.
Give me a society check.
Oh boy.
Is that a check that I can do as well?
You will automatically pass this.
Oh, sick.
Wesk, this and this are small replicas of the, though you've never been there, small replicas of the largest city in the world, of Wolfkrone.
I see.
Gideon, this is Wolfkrone, and it's a pretty good replica of it, too.
Can I see my house from here?
You would have to get closer.
I think I'm good then.
Okay. As you examine them, however, you notice something a little bit off about them, Gideon. These replicas are Wolfkrone under extreme duress, The
Oh,
this one is a replica of Wolfcrone under a giant tidal wave.
I'm gonna point both of those out to the entire party.
Okay. This one is Wolfcrone on fire.
Is there not a painting of Wolfman on fire in the upper floor?
I think you're right.
My rolls aren't coming through. I'm gonna relaunch real quick.
Okay.
While I'm relaunching, go grab my food. You guys keep going.
Okay.
Does Core have some kind of ties to Wolfcrone? Gideon?
That's a solid question.
Gideon,
Yes.
you realize at the last moment a keen sound fills your ears and you leap back out of the way as the roaring fire in this diorama scorches out at you with a blast of fire before retracting.
Well, we're not gonna do that again. I'm actually curious. Can I open the water diorama?
It is inside of a glass case. You don't see any noticeable latch on it. You could smash it open if you would like to.
I'm not interested in ruining it, but I'm assuming that everyone just saw the fire that spurted out of that thing.
Everyone except Ziri.
So I'm gonna look back at Ziri in particular and say, hey, that diorama of Wolfcorn on fire just spat out fire across the entire hallway here.
Okay, I'm fully back. What'd I miss?
Well,
Nothing
we had
much.
A diorama of Wolfcrone on fire, and a diorama of Wolfcrone flooded. The diorama of Wolfcrone on fire just spat out fire across the entire hallway.
Oh, fun. The entirety?
It
It was a straight line across.
let's say
Oh,
this
okay.
area right here.
And it was like, there was this one?
It was the one to the left.
This one.
Oh.
This one's on fire. This one's flooded. My first thought was opening the thing and having it flood the entire hallway and seeing if that put out the fires.
Second thought. I'm just gonna look at them, see if I can figure out the mechanism for what makes the fire shoot out in the first place.
Go ahead and give me either a perception, thievery, arcana check, please. It will also allow engineering.
If I make the perception, I have to roll it in secret, though, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
Could I assist by... Oh. I was gonna say, could I assist by pointing out where I thought it came from, but I don't think that matters.
One of those nights.
Wes, as we begin to... You said you're fiddling with the fire one?
Yeah.
As you begin to fiddle with it, you realize that, oh god, you are fucking this up. And you brace yourself to be sprayed in the face with fire. Only to realize nothing is happening. You're not entirely sure why nothing is happening, and you're not entirely sure that your party didn't just watch you completely fumble that, but nothing seems to be happening.
What caused the fire to spit out the first time? Was it just moving forward?
Yes, it was just
I was under the impression
Getting
it was
into the
him moving
area.
forward.
Where did Siri go?
Siri's right over here.
Okay, never mind. She's over here on my screen.
oh no.
Never mind.
Andre ripping apart at the seams, as is usual.
Only
Wes
in
is
Abomination vaults, really.
Unless you're gonna take a step forward.
Okay.
All right then.
Give me a perception check, Wesk. Okay. You each watch as a spray of water comes rushing out of the display case.
That's what I figured.
And Wes, you are going to take 27 points of
Holy
bludgeoning damage
Jesus Christ.
as you are crashed against the other wall by the sheer force of this rushing water.
Wesk, are you okay?
I
Doesn't
assume
look
we're not
okay.
done yet.
No, you're good to go.
I've been better.
Do you want to come back over here real quick?
I'm afraid to step back on the first one. Why do these look different now?
Wait a minute.
Damn it, I knew it.
What are you talking about?
Oh, well,
I can
DM
just
hasn't paused, so please.
drag him over to like here, right?
Okay, sure. You may allow yourself to be forcibly moved if you would like.
I will just move.
Okay. Regardless, the dioramas of Wolfcrone under duress now sit deathly still, despite crashing Wesk painfully against the wall.
We're gonna try one of these real quick. West cold still.
Don't risky surgery. Just surgery me. I'll get an extra 10.
But why though? Sure.
That is a critical success. So we're going to heal 14 points of damage.
Then an additional 10 from my Aeon Stone.
Yep. We're getting there, bud.
I'd like to be there now, thanks.
I'm sorry, was that
what?
accurate?
That's for bookkeeping purposes. Don't read into that. Unfortunately, I don't have a cool
Have a
co-DM who helps me keep track with all the back-end stuff, so...
Yeah, Stray really be out here like, you should feel even more thankful to me, Yuri.
You should feel honored. You should suck my dick.
So there we were in Abomination Bonds.
You should
God
be-
was pissed.
You should feel honored that I would let you suck my dick. Regardless, about 10 minutes passes, and Gideon, you do manage to patch up your companion's bruises. And Wesk, that nice little painkiller effect that your Ion Stone is giving you doesn't hurt either. What are the rest of you doing, Cezanne and Ziri, while your marshals are marshalling it up?
Zuri is currently cleaning up a cat thing, so Zon will go first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back on if I know anything that might tie Belcor with Wolfcrone, because this is the second time we've seen this.
Give me a society check. Or an occult
That was-
check.
Oh, yeah. I'll take that. I'll take that.
I'm gonna say, I think I'm the only person who has society here, so...
Ah,
I'm gonna stick with that.
I'll reroll it.
Okay.
Might as well.
Remember to mark off your hero point.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Is it right click? Yeah,
Yes.
right click removes one. Okay, and then
Okay.
Much better.
better.
Much better.
My treat wounds is also expired.
Cezanne, you think back. And while you don't actually know too much about Belcora herself, you do know that long, long ago there was a witch driven from Wolfcrone. You think for a moment, for a good about 3 or 4 moments, while Gideon is patching Wesk up, as you examine these dioramas of Wolfcrone and realize there was a story a long time ago about a family of sorceresses. Wild mages, in fact. Driven from Wolfcrone. They were nobility when wild magic appeared in their family bloodline. They were driven from Wolfcrone by the Flaming Fist Inquisitors long ago and swore revenge. Nothing ever came up with that, and so you kind of dismissed it. But that story nags at the back of your head now as you look at these dioramas.
Is Ziri still dealing
I'm
with
gonna-
cats? Oh, go on.
Yes.
oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Cezanne.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, to the extent I can, I'm gonna mention that to Gideon here, because I know he might have better connections to the area.
Okay.
What would I know about wild mages and Wolfcrone?
You'd have to give me another society check, bud.
Oh boy, that thing is good at.
Okay, cool. You know that wild mages were actually artificially created mages that got very out of hand about 1,000 years ago. Wild mages are created when somebody is artificially imbued with sorcery, which is an innate type of spellcasting, not like wizards or clerics, those who study and manipulate the forces of nature. Sorcerers are a type of willful mages able to conjure up miracles by emotions. They're emotional mages. Wild mages are made when somebody who is not meant to be a sorcerer is forcefully implanted with magic, back when Wolfcrone's magocracy was attempting to grant everybody magic. They would forcibly kidnap or take volunteers and attempt to experiment on people. The Flaming Fist found out about this and put a stop to this. However, it did leave a plague of wild magic sorcerers to run rampant. People who were not meant to have this gift, that could not control it. And the Flaming Fists were given another duty to uphold in Wolfkrone. Wild mages are not looked highly upon by anyone or any society or any culture because of the innate danger they possess. Your history lesson could go on in this manner, Gideon, but all you really need to know and think of at this moment is that Wolfkrone had some wild mage problems, and they fixed it. And fixed it is in big quotations because it basically means that they rounded everybody up and told them they were going to kill them if they didn't leave.
I will explain exactly that to the party. They fixed it. And basically by fixed it, they mean they exiled all of them. The B option was die.
Was that you're saying?
Long story short, Velcora may in fact be a wild mage.
I mean, we already knew she was magic.
Was a wild mage. She was slain by the Rose Guard.
She may in fact be an undead wild mage. The best kind of wild mage.
Being dead not seal you off from that shit?
That's way beyond my purview.
Yeah, I think it's a little early to be drawing conclusions, but this is interesting. We're seeing a pattern here.
But right now, we have a pedestal that's on fire, pedestal that's on water. They're both pissed.
Sim City is pissed.
Let the typhoons begin.
I wonder if the fire's gonna go off this time again.
I mean, I don't even know what these things are. I can poke at it a little bit, but
Have we
I'm gonna be
considered
honest, I'd
throwing-
probably just smash it.
About 5 minutes passes as you each sit here and discuss this.
Have we considered just throwing a rock?
I'm down with throwing a rock, but Ziri seems to be directly in the path of said rock.
Okay. Your spellcasters file out of the hallway quietly as your marshals begin to marshal.
We're throwing rocks.
Okay. You find a good fist-sized rock. Who wants to throw it and where?
I'll throw it at the water one,
Okay.
and hopefully towards an area that directs towards the fire one.
You huck a rock. Are you attempting to hit the diorama?
If it's in a glass encasing, then yes, I would attempt to hit a portion that directly faces the fire portion.
Okay. You huck a rock at it. Easily enough. It's a pretty sizable target, being a 5-foot diorama, and it clacks against the glass and doesn't seem to leave a dent.
Great.
Nothing seems to happen either.
Magic glass. Favorite.
Maybe they only fire once.
You want to try? You want to check?
Well, I mean,
Somebody's
that was
smarter
kind
than
of the
I am.
point
Gonna
of the
have to figure this
rock.
out. Alright, can I find a heavier rock and place it out in front? Towards the area where these things generally go off at this point?
Okay. So you heft up like a good 30-pound piece of rubble and kind of waddle forward and huck it. And then it lands with a thunk. Nothing seems to happen.
Well,
Silent as the grave.
well, Gideon,
Somebody heal me before I try to kill myself again.
You've got 33 HP.
That'd be enough in some circles. But I just saw West take 27, so...
The only reason I'm going to you is you have the shield.
You're gonna have to put the mic closer to your face.
Me?
No, I'm just talking.
I still can't hear you. You're gonna have to turn your feet up.
Is she not just muted?
No.
Holy shit. Silly,
No,
what is
I
wrong with
can't
your
hear her
mic?
at
You know
all.
what? Just turn it back. Como fucked it. Just turn it back the way it was. We'll just deal with Como twice.
That
Now,
should be
can you
fine.
hear me?
We
Oh
can.
my god.
My God.
Yeah.
That's fine. We can at least hear her.
Yes.
What were you saying?
Oh, I was saying that I would heal him if he needed healing.
Okay. Go for it. Give me a treat
I'm
wounds
gonna
roll.
do risky surgery.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Dots, stop it. Okay, so we want this, and then we want this. Yes. Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
You are going to take 5 points of damage. And you are going to heal for...
There we go.
That's not supposed to happen.
seem right.
Hold on.
Hold on, I may have cast the wrong spell.
Three cast stab on eye.
Oh, she got way more than stab looking at all those debuffs.
A good stab will do that.
Regardless, you are now up to 42 points of HP. After losing 5 and gaining 14, because Silly rolled really bad.
Yeah.
Can I
Showed up.
reroll?
Oh. Go ahead and roll me 4d8. I will allow it.
4d8.
Whatever
Yes,
happened to all your hero points?
Roll.
Did you already use all your hero points? Oh, sick. The exact same roll.
Mother of fuck.
I was waiting for
That's fine.
it.
I don't need healer or hero points, and I don't need heal people.
I don't need
I
healer.
don't care.
Fucking, I don't... Okay. Regardless. About another
Step forward.
10 minutes passes as Ziri begins to mend Gideon. You step forward
Never
hesitantly.
roll Zeri. Never.
Can I leap over here?
Sure.
I'm just gonna jump that 5-foot gap.
Okay. You leap through the air
Into the second trap.
and spot a
Probably.
third and a fourth diorama. Here.
Good. What do I see? Is it more wolf crone?
This
In
wolf crone
various-
is
There.
halfway inside of a chasm, suffering a massive earthquake. This wolf crone is under attack by a dragon.
Oh, very good. I'm gonna relay
It is a
that
dragon the
immediately.
size of wolf crone, though.
What? That's really big.
Correct.
What's gonna-
That's really big.
Dragons don't exist.
Dragons aren't real, says the scaly.
The dragon. Fucking. I'm gonna shout what I just saw over here.
Yeah, I'll shout back. What are you worried about? Dragons don't exist.
Dragon the size of Wolfcron. Also, what did you just fight in the forest?
That was technically not a dragon, that was a wyvern. I'm sorry, it was a drake. It was a drake.
Alright, Dale Gribble from fucking... Dragons are a government conspiracy.
I'ma just hold my shield.
Okay.
I'm gonna raise my shield.
Okay.
Wesk is going to step onto that. Okay.
Two things just happened.
Correct. The deafening roar of an earthquake fills your ears, Gideon. Oh, that's a hit. As the entire floor quakes underneath you as you look at this diorama. And you are going to take 25 points of sonic damage.
Right, okay.
As the floor opens beneath you and you plummet into a 10-foot pit. A boulder crushing your right arm. Wesk, you see none of this.
What do you mean I see none of it? Yeti's just standing there to me?
Yep.
I know the dioramas are interesting, and it's nice to see your homeland, but I don't. Let's go.
You know what, Wesk? Why don't you take another step forward?
What happened?
Well,
I'm gonna attempt to hold up my arm.
from the way it sounds.
Oh, it's broken, bud.
Wait, you
Yeah,
said
I'm
we
gonna
don't-
attempt to hold up that arm.
You said I. Did he fall in a 10-foot hole or not?
No.
Is his arm okay?
Looks fine to you.
What?
Yeah.
Wesley's gonna like poke Gideon to try and bring him back to his senses.
I would like to leave now.
Gideon,
You're
what
apparently
happened?
still in some sort of trance.
Can I stand up?
Yeah.
Great. Can I jump over here?
Sure, bud. You gotta give me an athletics check to climb that wall. You're in a 10-foot pit.
Wesk is going to like try and
I'm gonna re-roll that.
shake Gideon's shoulders.
Go ahead and give me that reroll, bud.
Yeah.
Alright, you hoist yourself up onto that 10-foot pit and leap over here. You each watch Gideon kind of do a weird little leg up thing and then take a leap 10 feet across.
I'm gonna start staring at my arm intensely.
Gideon?
Shit's hurt real bad, bud. You'd have to get a closer examination, but right now it's hurting. It's hurting pretty bad. This one is the one with the dragon.
Yeah.
As well as that, there is a 5th diorama here. But there is
The
a
floor
set
in
of
front of me
double
looks-
doors.
The floor in front of this looks fine.
Yep.
Yeah, don't step there. Don't. Do not.
What? Why?
And there's a
With
10-foot
my
pit
good
there.
arm, I'm gonna try to point to the diorama. Earthquakes.
Er-
Earthquakes.
I think that one made him insane.
Oh boy.
You know what, Wesk? Why don't you go ahead and step in the pit? Son, you stay there.
What pit?
Go ahead and give me a will save, Gideon.
What the fuck is... Okay.
Nah, it's there, bud.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
How many hero points do you have?
Enough.
Actually, yeah, what pit?
What pit, huh?
What pit? Wesk says. That one, you say, pointing with your broken arm.
I'm gonna go with powerful illusion magic. I would swear to you that there is a pit. It was 10 feet deep, and my arm's broken. This arm. I'm gonna raise the broken arm.
Wesk, I'm starting to think you were right.
You know what illusion magic is!
That's. I'm sorry. There's no cure for sanity.
You're right. Go ahead, take a step, bud. Sure, it's fine.
About 2 minutes pass during this conversation.
Well.
Does anyone know how to deal with illusion magic?
I can stop one of them.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you can stop illusion magic, I got a dragon right over here. And let me tell you, you do not want any of it.
You want me to see if I can deactivate that?
That would be real good.
Musk is just gonna take a couple steps back and leap across that.
Okay. Do so.
I'm gonna look to this. I stepped onto the thing. If anything's supposed to happen, let it.
It does not.
I just realized. Okay.
Pretty sure it's been activated at this point.
Yeah. I'm gonna look to the dragon one,
Oh.
and at the request of Gideon, I'm going to attempt to dispel magic onto
Before it does anything?
counteract. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a counteract check. Okay. You each watch as Cezanne begins to tap into the weave of ether around him, reaching in. It almost looks like he shoves his hand into an ephemeral pocket. His stare intense on this thing before, almost as if he's fishing around blindly in a pocket. He reaches and touches something before pulling his hand back out. Cezanne, you get the feeling that you have at least attempted to dispel magic. You won't know for sure if you've succeeded yet.
Okay, that hopefully turned it off.
Well,
Great.
your mind's already going, so get in there, champ.
I thought that nothing was happening. Go right ahead.
Wesk is
You've
gonna
got
just,
all your working limbs.
Wesk is gonna look back to Gideon and smirk. What pit? He says as he steps forward.
Out of curiosity, what's the last one?
Only Wesk would be able to see it at this point. Wesk, I need you to give me a will save. Oh, good. Wes, this is a diorama of Wolfkrone, but for some reason, there is a tiny little gauntlet in the middle of Wolfkrone.
Yeah. Is it like just in the place of some buildings? Is it hovering above the buildings?
No, it's just popping out of the street. Just as if somebody just plucked it up and put it in there.
Go ahead. Alright. At this
Yes.
point, I'll take a 5-foot step.
Okay. Nothing seems to happen. Well, this is on. You do know that Dispel Magic would only be working for the next 10 minutes. If it did work.
I will let you guys know we're on a bit of a timer here.
Oh, great.
Understandable. No, it's fine. There's no pit.
Can I take a look at like the mechanisms that might be, or like look for a potential mechanism on this?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Nah, it's fine, bud. Just go for it.
It's not a typical engineering mechanism. It is a magical trap, you realize, Wesk. There's ways to disarm it, but either you would have to have a lot of time to disarm this in a standard way, or you would need like a magical key, or like, a good dispel magic, or a knowledge of arcana that you don't possess. It's out of your pay grade. You can give me a
Sazan.
thievery check if you would like to try to disarm it. Mundanely.
You
Yes.
still have heals for today?
I have
About 1 minute has
2.
Good.
passed. Okay. You step forward and kind of inching around the corner, grimacing, bracing yourself for the horrible blast of whatever might hit you. You do, however, eventually, using some clever wit, you do manage to cover whatever sensor is feeding this magical trap its trigger. And by covering up with some rubble and cobbling it together to hold it in place with some of the spare wood laying around, you do think that you have disarmed this device.
How much time has passed?
I would say after that, about another 3 minutes have passed.
Alright.
Okay, we have
All right.
about 6 minutes before the thing comes
grab
active
Siri.
again.
Someone grab Siri.
Yep. I'm gonna grab the witch and bring her along.
Okay. Sazan, I need you to make me a will save.
Oh. Okay. I'm actually supposedly good at those.
You are, bud.
Every time you say that,
I mean, he's nailing it. You managed to pass by
yes,
without
today.
letting your gaze linger on the diorama.
Do these doors look imposing?
They do. These doors are much more solid than most of the other doors in here. This looks to be like some sort of remarkable room, at least.
Alright. Things look too dire in here, we book it.
Okay, but keep in mind we have about 6 minutes before all our escape is sealed.
If there isn't another escape on the other side. You ready, Gideon?
Smash and grab. Okay.
On 3. 1,
1,
2,
2.
3.
Okay. As you smash and grab, we are going to go ahead and play this. Where's the thing? Oh no. There we go.
Great.
Atop the table in this large room, the first thing you notice, this cross-shaped table has a... Well, that's not the right one. Where is... Oh wow. Now I can't find it again. That's upsetting. I'm not going to be able to find the music I want again because I suck at navigating and saving the... Oh well, I'll just do this. Atop the large cross-shaped table in the center of this room, 10 chairs stand around the table, and the entire room is covered in thick layers of webbing. Atop the table dances a small creature. This spider-like creature with long, 3-foot-long talons and claws on its right hand, grotesquely curved and bent, dances with delight. Upon spotting you, it rises to its full height and greets them. Do any of you know Undercommon?
Ziri does.
Yes.
Okay. Ziri, you would know that he is clicking and skittering in spider tongue. Bow down before the king of your ghost city. Present your offerings.
He wants us to present offerings.
I got an offering for him. About half an ounce of lead.
Nod.
What are each of you doing?
I would like to ask him. Actually, I'm just going to do it this way.
I'm still holding the hatchet. I have no idea what they're saying. I'm gonna...
To you, Ziri, he speaks. Offerings for your king, you know. I polish my claws. The shinies. Maybe a nice snack.
I'm just prepping a charge.
Me. I am the king of the ghost city. He stomps his feet. And as you notice, you trail your eyes from his feet to the table. There is a tiny little illusory duplicate of the city of Wolfcrone at his feet on this table, as if a 3D hologram.
I may have misspelled that.
I'm... Yes. Wait. No. This is the ghost city. He scratches his head curiously.
Out of curiosity, is the tiny illusory wolf crone normal in this one?
Yes. Well, no.
Interesting.
Give me a society check. You would have to get closer. It looks alright from here, but you also thought most of the others were alright until you approached them.
Understandable.
He stomps his feet. It's a ghost city, and he kicks it around, attempting to demolish it, but it has no effect.
He says he's the king of the ghost city.
What's the ghost city?
The strange miniature of Wolfcrone he's standing on, apparently.
It's not a ghost city.
No more questions. Present your offerings.
Wants us to give him offerings.
What?
He didn't specify offerings for the king of Ghost City.
Let's go pull out a ration.
The small pincers on his mouth click invitingly. He stares at you, Wesk, now with his beady, multiple eyes, his form wrapped in a makeshift shawl of his own webbing.
Let's go toss it onto the table for, or, oh, yeah.
He immediately leaps upon it.
Ask him if we give him all offerings, if we can just oh.
Now he leaps upon it and begins to devour it hungrily.
Ask him if we all give him offerings, if we can explore this room.
More offerings.
You know what? I'll toss a ration
I'm not
down
sure.
right in front of me.
Okay. He leaps upon it too. He's not finished with the first one. He just scoops it into one of his hands and leaps upon the second one, snapping it up
Cool.
hungrily.
Do I know what this thing is?
Give me an occult check,
Oh boy.
Can I also do that?
if you would like to.
Yeah, I'm equally curious.
If you would like to, everyone roll me an occultism check. Good news,
Not
Zilly.
even gonna bother.
You, and
I
only
did
you,
alright for one
know
trade.
what this thing is. Silly, the actual fancy name of your book learning, since you are incredibly smart,
So smart.
this is an ettercap.
Ettercap.
Most people know them as web lurkers. An ettercap are nasty, ugly little monsters that live within layers with spiders and swarms of insects. But they shepherd and cultivate them more so than use them. They're They like to hunt in forests, swamps, scrubby little hill lands, and they
Are they-
typically build webs and web structures high up in trees or in canyons, and they love to lay traps all around their lair. They are essentially giant humanoid spiders.
Are they aggressive?
If you are their prey, yes. But they do have reasonable amounts of intelligence. And they are, much like spiders, able to determine anything in their web with, the spider trimmer vision. And they are extremely poisonous.
So we should only trigger its aggression if we get in its web, is what you're saying? Then we're prey? Is that what they consider prey? Or do they just consider things our size prey or Wesk's size prey? Do I know?
They consider Wesk prey. For you, they are stalkers. They do not like to directly engage in fights, but they will typically not leave their lair. They typically rely on traps and webbing their foe before descending upon them. They typically just stick to their lair and hunt things, or have their spiders bring them back scraps and morsels. It looks like this guy has not left his lair in some time. He's a little bit scared.
Grabbing the spider! Right, I would like to, kind of summarize this information, let them know what he is and how they generally hunt. Also let Wesk know that he might want to step back from it, because he may be a tasty snack.
Yeah.
And
Spider.
also, he's poisonous. He's very poisonous.
I'm a grab and stab.
He's not aggressive, but okay.
As Zilly begins to describe all of this, she takes about a good 60 seconds, listing off factoid after factoid. Wesk, to you it's the driest documentary you've ever heard. Or sorry, to Gideon, to you it's the driest documentary you've ever heard. But
I heard Spider-Man.
But as he begins to finish snacking upon the second ration, Gideon, are you attacking him?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. He finishes his snack, looks up to you, Gideon, as you raise your sword, and in Undercommon, Zilly, you hear, ah, shit. Please give me an initiative roll, everybody.
Shit indeed.
As soon as I make an encounter
Yeah.
with my extremely cluttered DM screen.
I gotta love how every room is utterly horrifying or completely silly, and there's no in between.
It can be both. That's the type of campaigns I run.
It can be Monty Python cosmic horror. It can exist.
Actually, that's an
Honestly,
incredibly
Monty Python might be
accurate. That might be the most accurate I've ever heard my campaigns described. That's
Do I
great.
get to grab this thing first, or?
We're going to figure that out real quick here, bud.
Still waiting for 2 more people.
Yep, I'm waiting on Cezanne, and I'm waiting on you, Zilly.
I rolled.
Oh, yeah,
They're
never
waiting on
mind, you're
Gideon
right.
and Zilly.
There you go.
No, I rolled.
Try
I rolled
again.
real fast, bud.
Yeah, you're not in the initiative.
There we go. Excellent. And we're going to start with this, because we are going to start our combat with...
Yeah, Gideon. I think you rolled too early. Try again.
I mean, I'm in there.
No, you're not.
And we're not going to
You
actually
might be
do this
desync.
song. We're going to do this song. If it loads properly. I don't think it will, though. I think we might have to do the other song. Yeah, let's just do that.
This is what
yeah,
we see.
I've got to.
Come on.
Yeah, no, I got it. I'm waiting for Stray's instruction.
There we go. Give
Oh,
me a
shit.
perception check, everybody.
Sure. You know, hypothetically, I'm good at those.
You need to stop.
That little
saying
charm is not going to work one day.
that. It has not worked a lot already.
Wait.
Cezanne, Wesk.
Mm-hmm.
You notice a spider previously hidden in the corner comes skittering out from the darkness. And it is going to skitter across this rooftop with the 10-foot arched ceilings and come to you. Oh, please stop being so cluttered, my DM screen. And that is a miss, unfortunately. 1, 2, ba-da-ba. Shit, not that. We're going to give me a... Ha! Yeah, that's not gonna fucking work.
I mean,
This spider comes skittering around the corner and fires a web at you, Wesk, and you step to the side as it sticks into the place you just were, as this guy begins to crawl away under the desk. He now has standard cover as he cowers underneath the desk. He looks back at the party. I am the king. You cannot do this.
I assume this is in a language only understood by
Correct.
Ziri.
And at you, Gideon. That is a hit. So you are going to take... Where is my... There it is. You are entangled in web and unable to move right now, Gideon. Wesk, you're up. And we are going to now do a... what for Wesk should we do? You're right. We'll do the Ood. Actually, no, it's not playing, is it? Damn it. It's not going to play either.
Alright. You gotta unpause the game now.
Sure do, bud. That's
So I don't get my
not-
grab.
No.
Uh-huh.
I actually looked up some rules. We've been doing those rounds all wrong. There is no such thing as a surprise round. You just roll initiative, and if you beat them, then you win.
Okay. That is very good to know. Never attempt early combat again.
Oh, wow, it's not loading my music. That's unfortunate. I might need to do this then. There we go. And no, Wesk will not be the Ood. Wesk will be the... this.
What?
There we go.
Yeah.
Is everyone else hearing music?
Yep.
Yep.
I need to figure out if my tab's muted or something, because I haven't been hearing anything this whole time now that I think about it.
Did you hear the gun explosion? Me firing?
Oh.
And it's probably muted. Is that
Weird.
a hit?
That is a hit. You said you're targeting this one?
Yep.
Okay. He's going to take 3 points of damage as Wesk fires his weapon and steps in to melee range with the man.
Sword and pistol means that it's now off guard against my next melee attack.
Sounds good to me. There we go.
Reloading strike.
Go ahead. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. As Wesk steps into the room. Go, my men! Oh no! Not biting! As Wesk begins to weave attacks in and out. And you are going to go next. Cezanne, I believe that's all 3 for you, bud?
Nope, that's 2. Goes into the phrase of reaction.
Correct. You're right. You have 1 more.
I'll just take one more swipe.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
That is
not what I
a
expected.
miss. As you are unable to get greedy with your attacks, you do miss. That's going to go to you next, Cezanne. And your music will be the nice Tamara.
Right, so I'm assuming from the little introduction Ziri gave, I can assume these are not undead.
Not as far as you know.
Yeah.
Actually, you'll be the Bansuri rally.
Okay. I want to try something.
Go for it.
I'm going to target this guy and I'm going to land this for once.
Okay. Sounds good, bud. Give me the best you got.
That's a fortitude save from him. No, this is never gonna work.
He is, however, still dazzled for one round, as an entire constellation's worth of stars surround his face, even though he is cowering beneath the table. It hisses and skitters, not used to such bright lights down here in the dark. You got one action left?
I'll draw my Lana repeater.
Okay. Brings us to Silly's turn, which I believe we will use the Tambara for her. I'm gonna try the adaptive music for this campaign as well.
Would I be able to hit this injured spider from where I am?
With a spell?
Yeah.
Assuming that you have a range, yes.
Okay.
It is
Just
about
didn't know if
15
this
feet
was
away.
like
No.
wall
These
was
are
away.
open doors.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll, please. That is a miss by 1 point of damage. Or 1 point of AC. Okay. Go ahead
I'm
and... Hold on.
what?
Go ahead and give me an attack roll. Thank you. Excellent. Zilly, that does hit. Please roll your damage for me as Wesk throws out a fake out in order to turn that miss into a hit.
Oh, nice.
That is 10 points of fire damage. This thing collapses in a hissing, popping heap. It screeches before balling up, trying to put itself out, but is unable to do so in time as it collapses.
Yep. And then we're gonna do one of these because it's my favorite.
In its defense, it has kept you alive a lot.
It sure has. That's why it's my favorite.
Which brings us to the next turn. Please give me a perception check.
Everyone?
Sure.
Alright. Give a perception check, dear.
Okay, yes. All of you see this thing. All of you begin to see another spider descend from the web. Before launching an attack at you, Wesk, it once again not able to do anything. Sick. It skitters, sprays its web at you. It is unable to do anything. And it tries once more. God, I fucking love my dice tonight. Alright. Good stuff. Brings us to you, Gideon, and your instrument will be the cello.
Very cool. Can I break free of this web?
You will need to give me a acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. Interesting.
Or athletics. This will be an attack action, increasing your multiple attack penalty by 1.
Would acrobatics be?
Yes. That does bust you out, however. As Gideon just immediately enwebbed and just rips free.
Excellent. I'm gonna stride in.
Okay. Second action.
This thing is prone and flat-footed.
It immediately looks up at you, wiping the daze from its eyes, and another quiet, ah, shit. Why does this keep happening?
Yeah. We're gonna do what I should have done earlier.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strike. That's a critical hit.
I'm just gonna grab it by the neck.
This thing takes 16 points of damage, and it is immediately grabbed as you smash through the table with your hatchet, knocking it to the side and snapping it into your hands.
I'm just gonna stare at it menacingly.
Okay. That is going to come up to the enemy's turn. As we are going to come up to this man's turn. It immediately has to try and escape, so it is going to attempt a acrobatics check against your... Whoop. Let me make sure I'm targeting it right. There we go. Target Gideon.
Yeah, I don't think Dazzled would have any effect on this, would it?
Correct. It begins to kick and scream off of you. Unhand me! I am the king!
Stare.
Just pure spider screeching and hissing at you, Gideon. A little bit of phlegm hitting your face. It cannot, however, get free, so it lashes out at you with its pincers. It
Still staring.
stabs into your pauldron, unable to pierce your armor, before trying to swipe at your face with its claws. Not even able to reach you. It flails around in your hands helplessly. It is also no longer undercover. And it is going to you, Wesk, as we are going to pull your instrument up.
Nice and still.
As a miss, unfortunately, it is still flailing in his hands. As you fire and swing, it's kicking you back desperately with its clawed feet, Wesk. You're trying not to chop and shoot Gideon's hand and arm as well.
Yeah, that's making things really difficult. I am going to step
Okay.
right here. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Brings us to you, Cezanne. Once again, the Bansuri playing. What are we doing, Cezanne?
Yes, I'm going to attempt to deal with the spider that's slowly approaching us
Okay.
with a cast of a good bolt.
Go for it. That is a miss, unfortunately. as your
Oh,
guiding light flies wide. This thing, at the last second, flips completely 180 degrees on its web, skittering across the roof towards you.
I'm gonna. My last action. A slight prayer. I'm going to see if I can catch it out of that dodge with a shot of the law. An air repeater.
Okay. Go for
Where's
it.
my? I don't see my attack button on it.
So I got
How's the
auto
roll?
equipped earlier. You might need to re-equip.
There you go.
Yeah, that's great.
Right, because you fell unconscious, so...
Oh yeah. Oh, and this is gonna be a minus attack penalty, isn't it?
Correct.
With the spell attack.
Actually, yes, Divine
It
Lance
doesn't
is an
matter.
attack. And
It
it does
does
not
not
matter as you
matter.
go to fire and it just clicks and jams. Your prayers seemingly having no control over firearms. Comes to you, Ziri. Ziri strides forward into melee range.
Well, oops.
Okay.
Would probably help if I targeted him. Okay.
That is a hit and a... Rather, a success and a success. So go ahead and roll your damage. They will take half. So that is going to take 4 points of damage, and this thing is going to take 4 more points of damage as your electric arc screeches out and strikes both, leaping from your primary target to your secondary target as well. That is the end of your turn, as you cannot shield.
What?
1 to stride,
Moved
2
and
to
used the
electric
two
Oh, you're right.
actions.
Yeah. I moved.
Yes, the downside of every caster. Movement.
Yes.
This spider is going to skitter over to here.
I think I'd like to take an attack of opportunity.
It is 10 feet above you, and you cannot reach
I
it.
see.
And it is going to, at you, Ziri. Go ahead and shot web at you. Misses. Shit. It is now going to descend down to the floor. You may now make an attack of opportunity if you would like to, Gideon, as the thing drops onto the floor. That is a hit. Gideon, without taking his eyes off from the thing clutched in his hand, reaches around and smashes his hatchet into the thing. It hisses painfully before leaping at you, Ziri. And you just kick it backwards. Not out of any sort of trained combatant maneuver, you just react and kick the large spider backwards.
Understandable. It's probably what I would do in real life.
Gideon, that is you. You are up.
I sure am.
I assume you were attacking the thing in your hand?
Yes. Still
Okay.
targeting. Should be. No, it wasn't.
It is not.
My bad.
That is, however, a miss. As you cannot.
Oh.
You are.
I'm just gonna.
Okay. Let's hear
You
it.
know what? I'm just gonna.
fucking intimidate this thing. I've been had it grabbed for a round and a half.
Go for it. So,
Oh my god.
Go.
so
Stares menacingly.
I regret to inform you that's not how intimidation works, but
Yeah.
it's actually just this. But we will use your roll. Let's see. There we go. It is now frightened 2, which would have made those misses into hits both times, but
Yeah, I probably should have started with that.
unfortunately,
But then I wouldn't have rolled the crit.
Gideon is just this thing flailing in his arms, almost as large as, if not larger than Wesk. Being held aloft, he is trying to chop it to pieces. It is kicking and screaming. Only you can hear this, Sirius. No! No, gods, please! Gideon, seemingly fed up with the thing, finally slams it on the table below him, throttling it.
That was exactly what I pictured, by the way. I was literally about to say, I'm just gonna slam him on the table.
It is going to...
I mean, good for it. It's not dazzled anymore. It's got that going for it.
Yep.
Nice.
It's going to attempt to escape with a... Not great.
I clutch harder.
Actually, if I recall right, let's see. Oh, never mind. It's freed automatically at the end of your next turn. So it finally slips out of your grasp, Gideon, before... Yes, okay. We are going to have this thing lunge at you. Finally, back on the offensive. Though terrified, it leaps at you. Give me a fortitude save, please, Gideon. As it now leaps, never mind.
But he only rolls 20s for fortitude saves?
I only roll 2s and 20s.
Gideon, this thing leaps at you, and though its fangs do pierce you rather painfully, they are large, foot-long fangs, piercing into the soft, squishy bits right past your gauntlet, where your elbow has to bend. Unfortunately, and not fully protected. It is going to deal 10 points of pierce damage to you before it is going to...
It hurts, but I'm gonna continue to stare it down.
Okay. It follows up this attack with a critical miss. Never mind. Before finally making one more critical miss. As it bites Gideon and now just is swinging wildly, untrained at him.
Now you've just made me mad.
And we are going to... There we go. Wesk's instrument. Wesk, you are up.
You're lucky I didn't have the good sword.
That is a critical hit, Wesk. By a 15. And that is 28 points of damage. Gideon, this thing lunges at you, bites you, and it goes to rear its head back again, only for its head to disappear from sight. And it flops off of the table onto the ground. Wesk, you have
Wesk
2 actions left.
Wesk will salute the gun to Gideon real quick before turning his attention to the spider in front of him. And we're gonna do
God, reloading strike is so good.
It really is.
That is another hit. That would be a crit if not for the multi-attack penalty. And Wesk crunches this thing underneath his boots. As that is combat off.
I'm not even sure if that
See?
was necessary.
All I needed you to do was hold him steady. He did it to himself.
12
really.
seconds
You each earn 70 XP, by the way.
for this trivial encounter.
As the DM quietly brushes aside one of the mini-boss encounters, puts it in the trash.
We're in an earlier area.
That was a mini boss?
Correct. He had a hero point.
How many mini bosses have they just made useless with gun crits?
He had what, Stray?
He had a hero point. Anyway.
Yeah, you can see the star. It was right there.
At least two. At least two.
I
Yeah,
believe it's
I
three,
also
but,
rolled 2 crits over the course of that.
Regardless, we are now back in exploration mode.
Yes.
We are going to, once again, remind you guys, this is a cross-shaped table. This room is absolutely covered in thick layers of webbing, as this Ettercap has apparently been here for a while.
Oh, the biggest thing we probably want to take a look at is that illusion, whatever, Wolfcrone.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that. I'm gonna first look around the room to see if there's any other spiders hiding anywhere.
Give me a perception check. Nope. You're
Nope.
good.
Sounds about right.
No,
And
bro,
then
you're
I'll
good.
Take a look at the wolf crone on the table to see if I can see anything closer this time.
Okay. As you step forward, you realize this looks like Wolfcrone, but it's not. Something is off about it, and you can't quite tell what. Give me a society check. This is a Wolfcrone from about 300 years ago, actually.
I'm gonna relay that information to the party immediately. Yeah, this looks very old.
Is there anything projecting this, or is it just sitting on the table?
Seems to just be on the table. It's some sort of illusion magic.
Hey, when were those wild mages driven out again?
When were those wild mages driven out again?
About 1,000 years ago is when wild mages were made, although you don't have an exact date. About 300 years ago.
About that time.
Mm.
I'm gonna light the sconces in here. Just both.
How much longer do we have on the dispel magic?
That's a good question. I would save about 4 minutes.
I was gonna say that was only
Okay.
like a 20-second encounter.
Correct.
Is there, I'm gonna check under the table to see if there's, like, any things that he might have been hoarding underneath it.
You sure you didn't read the module, bud?
I swear I didn't.
Okay.
I just...
That's
that
a
is just
really weirdly specific thing.
Well, he was like, I'm the king, and I'm not seeing any other place where, like, treasure could be, but he was clearly doing something in this room, so the best
Yes,
place it would
there
be would
is
be...
a patch of webbing underneath the table.
I
with
promise you,
various
100...
with various
Ooh.
treasures in it.
Yeah, Wesk is going to, Wesk is gonna grab everything, shove it into his pouch real quick.
Okay.
Uh,
Alright then.
Well, we're on a time limit here. We don't have time to, like...
You know, I can identify things in like 0.5 seconds.
I just watched Wes reach into a spider web, grab a bunch of shit, throw it in his bag. And be
No,
like,
Wes,
guys,
we
you don't
cannot
understand."
keep the baby spiders. Put them back.
Wesk, it's going to take you time to sort through this, unfortunately, because among the treasures is, in order, rusty arrowheads, shiny rocks, bits of glass worn smooth by the surf, seashells.
Oh my god.
It is
Okay.
just a collection of shit.
Yeah, Wesk is going to sort through it as quick as he can, because he knows we're on a time limit.
Okay. You each watch Wesk dive under the table and begin to just huck shiny bits and bobs out from under the table.
Is this normal for him? Does anyone know? Whose man is this?
He's your man. You've been traveling together for weeks now.
Don't remind me.
It's yours. You fed him. He's your responsibility. Don't feed the kobolds.
It tried the entire starter area. Alright. We should probably leave. I'm gonna take one more look around the room to see if there's anything that was missed. One more perception.
If you would like to.
Yeah, I'm not personally a fan of figuring out what the dragon does.
Excuse me, chat room? I just tried to type into my own Twitch chat, and it was like, nah, bro, you can't.
Man, you're
Dre has
banned.
been banned from his
I've
own Twitch.
apparently been banned from my chat. Yes, chat, this
Automod
is
working
Foundry. This is Foundry Virtual Tabletop with extensive add-on support. Sorry, I missed kind of what we were talking about while I was being fucking ass blasted by my own Twitch chat.
That's cool.
One final look, and then I think we were all getting out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, I just took one more look around the room to see if there was
I need my
anything of
character
note.
token back.
No, you don't. Where did you put your character
You live in the
token?
table now. You are amongst the spider webs. You are
He
full of
is
spider webs.
truly
I'm leaving.
among us. Cezanne, will save, please.
What? What? Okay.
Because you're still holding concentration on this, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say that.
Sure.
You did not say
That's-
that.
I thought it was for
That's
the
not
Among Us
good.
joke. Let me use my last hero point because it's probably the end of the night anyway.
You don't know that.
I don't know that. Oh, there's a reroll using a hero point button. I never realized that.
Yes, but that doesn't work because we don't actually track
Oh.
hero points on the character sheet.
I take a 20.
It's
Cezanne,
better than a 13. Yeah.
you notice, I think.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't have to be a bad thing.
It doesn't have to be a bad
Noticing a
thing.
thing off of a will save is never good.
I mean, you
Yes-
notice
yes,
it's
Trey?
usually good.
This is a diorama of Wolfcrone under attack by something coming from the sky.
Wait, what is?
This.
The
This?
one that Wesk.
I thought that had
Disarmed.
a gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Something coming from the sky. Is there more to that, or
No,
oh?
Let's keep going then.
Hey, was
something
this-
about
Let's
it.
jump across this.
Did this always have something coming down like this?
We've already learned we can't trust our eyes here.
What are you talking about?
My arm's fine.
What pit?
Damn, you guys
Do
don't
I have any
fucking...
idea what the thing coming from the sky is?
Give me a religion check.
Do I know any events where Wolfground was raided from the sky?
Give me a society check.
Do I know anything about anything?
I would like a hero point, please.
I'll let you decide, Ziri. Wild cards, you can just tell me.
What do I know?
Cezanne. And only Cezanne. And only Cezanne.
Always great.
Actually, can I roll a second lower warfare?
Not for
Because
this.
this feels like it
no,
might be relevant.
it will not be relevant.
Fuck.
Cezanne, and only Cezanne, please look at the playlist, if you would.
Playlist?
Anyway,
Uh-huh.
we are going to continue our exploration.
What?
Let's
When?
get the fuck out.
How?
Cezanne, you are going to take 1 point of mental damage.
That's good.
Is that always?
You okay there, bud? Your nose
Again?
is bleeding a bit.
It's more just like a painful headache.
Yeah, yes, just something
Yeah.
to think on.
1 point of damage is just like a real bad day.
Well, we can think on it when we get clear of the traps.
The rest of these, I'm pretty sure I can just go.
Come on, Siri.
I don't want to leave
Quickly.
you guys in the dark. Come on.
You each rush past.
I lit all of the sconces!
He did. I made sure that. Well, you didn't light this one. Regardless, you each emerge from the hallway once again. I'm going to go ahead and there you go.
What?
Oh boy.
Oh, fun.
Is that just supposed to be on me?
Yep.
Probably.
Huh.
Regardless, where else would we like to go?
Real quick, I'm, now that we're free, and we don't have to worry about, the time limit, I will clear off some of the ground space, sit down and set the items back out, so that everyone can see them.
Okay. If you would like to, we may deposit them in here.
Awesome.
As Wesk begins to spread out the various treasures that he looted.
These are some seashells. These are some rusty arrowheads.
I'm better at grabbing things than just that, thank you.
I'm just identifying the things that I'm capable of identifying. I don't know what you want from me. I never claimed to be some kind of magic man.
It's magic, man.
Let's just gonna pick up the ammunition and try to identify it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me either an Arcana, Occult, or Crafting check, please.
Okay. God damn it.
Nothing doing, bud.
Can I do a lore warfare check for the ammunition?
I will allow that, sure. Nothing doing, bud.
Can I try to identify the objects?
You may, yes. You will have to go in order so I can tell you what rows you will need.
You should probably
Unusual
use certain
object.
Secrets.
There are two
Which
unusual
one?
objects. Would
The
you like?
equipment or the
Where
consumable?
is that?
It says right above
Hold
it.
on. Hold on. I'm looking for certain secrets.
Okay. You do it.
I did it.
You did do it.
Wow. Okay, so above it says, let's see, I'm gonna do the equipment.
Okay. Go ahead and give me either an Arcana, Nature, Occult, or Religion check. This, Ziri, is a necklace of fireballs.
Oh no.
Oh
It is
my
a-
god.
Hemp string with lustrous, beautiful red rubies about the size of peas on it. You know that if you were to say the magic word and activate this thing, however, it would appear like a golden necklace attached to golden spheres.
Nice.
If you were to pull one of the rubies off and chuck it at something, it would explode like a fireball spell.
So that's a you
Next.
thing.
Next, I'll do the the unusual object consumables.
Well, it's not a.
Go ahead and give me another Arcana, Occult, Nature. Actually, Arcana, Occult, Nature, or Religion, yes.
You'd have to know the spell.
It's not a spell scroll. Would you have to know the spell?
You would not. This is a mesmerizing opal. This is a type of charm that you can affix to your armor, like a talisman. Much like your wolf fang, Gideon. If you use it when you attempt to feint, it gives you a failure instead of a crit failure. Or a crit success if you get a success. It basically makes it one step better no matter your result. It is then consumed, however.
Hmm.
And the ammunition.
You may give me a Arcana, Nature, Occult, Religion, or Crafting check. Oh, fucking free, baby. These are shining bullets. When
They're
shot,
shiny.
when shot, it sticks to the target and emanates light within 20 feet. So about half the radius of a torch.
Okay.
I think these are some of Stray's favorite items.
I'd say you're probably right.
I'll hold on to the
Very
shining
strong
bullets.
utility items.
Regardless of this, Ziri, casting the discern secrets actually took longer than identifying all of this together. Regardless, Ziri has identified these things in about 18 seconds.
I'll grab the bullets. No one else can really use them.
Honestly, you should probably take the opal too.
Me?
Yes.
I mean, I'm probably just gonna sell it. I don't faint.
Do you have deception?
I mean, my deception is a +6.
My deception is a 0. Do you think the priest is good at lying to people?
What is feint? What does feint do?
So when you feint, you can basically put somebody off guard for one attack. Or if you roll really good, off guard for a turn.
I mean, I'll take it, but
If you can get a free crit success, i.e. off guard for a turn, that has uses.
I mean, if I hit with my pistol, I basically make the enemy off guard against my next melee attack.
Yes, you could do it for a fucking turn. For a feint.
I mean, anybody could take the necklace of fireballs. You don't have to be a caster for it. So if anybody else wants it, they can have it too.
Notably,
letting you
this
know.
necklace has 3 pearls on it, 2 smaller ones and 1 large one.
I'm warning you now, if I take that, I'm probably just gonna sell it to try and get a striking rune myself. So someone else should probably take it. There you go.
Okay, with the treasure divvied out, we've got about 5 minutes left of the session. What would each of you like to be doing?
I would like to head home and take a nap.
I mean,
No, we didn't even expend all that much.
It's true. I mean, I had a lot of my spells. Like all of them.
Zahn, what do you have for healing slots?
Zahn didn't even heal that fight.
Lara
No, we
has
did not.
granted me 2 more uses as of today.
Yeah. We're still fit, ready to go.
Cool.
Gideon, your adventure with this hatchet will continue next time.
Great.
Open. Oh, I was gonna
No.
say open the door and
We're-
leave us.
We've
That's
got
the worst
5 minutes left. We're stopping here.
I want to at least see what it is for the cliffhanger.
Well,
damn it.
then you'll have that to look forward to next time.
God dang it.
Any last actions before we wrap up for the night?
I can't heal wounds.
Honestly, my mind is still preoccupied with what I saw back there, so don't
Yeah.
mind me.
I don't know. Enjoy that 50 extra XP.
That's on you, bud. I'm keeping my shield raised for this.
You literally have not equipped your shield in forever. Don't give me that.
I have the shield Cezanne gave me.
Yeah.
I'm using it now.
Yeah, he's saying you have to pull it out.
I did.
Yep, you sure did, bud. Good
I-
shit.
Keep my character sheet accurate.
Okay. That's better than most people can say.
I
Oh, okay.
I didn't specify you.
There's certain things that I don't fuck with. If I tell you I did something, I did it.
Okay. Regardless, let's go ahead and wrap it up now. Closing statements for the night.
Help. Send help.
No. Next person.
What pit?
Nope, I'm good.
Cezanne,
Charge
would you like to
throw
share with the
a
class?
hatchet and a shield.
What did you see, Cezanne? What's got you all down in the dumps?
What
So
is your elf I see?
you recall the pedestal with the gauntlet amidst the city, right?
Yeah.
When I looked back at it, it was that being that we keep seeing the symbol of descending upon Wolfcrone.
Wesk, that's bullshit, and you know it because that was the one you disarmed. There was nothing like that.
Yeah. No, I 100% disarmed that. There was nothing. I spent like a good 2 minutes looking at that shit. There was nothing there.
Did I see it? Because I was right next to him.
Cezanne, what pit?
Okay, but did I see it? Because I was right next to him.
Give me a
Wes,
will
if
save.
you Wes, if you disarmed it, shouldn't it have no effect?
No, you didn't see it, Gideon. Actually, with that, yes, you did see it, Gideon. You had no idea what to think about it, though. Just seemed to be another
that
giant
makes
monster descending upon the city. Came from the sky,
So-
kind of like the dragon. Notably, it was 5 giant tendrils, for some reason evoking an image of a hand.
5 giant tendrils. Okay, that's what I saw. I agree, it was the gauntlet. That it was 5 giant tendrils.
There were
And there
no
was some kind of
tendrils
hand.
in that fucking display.
Yeah,
You'll need to get your eyes checked. I understand you can't see in the dark. Oh no, we weren't in the dark. I don't even trust Gideon's eyes to begin with. He thought he broke his arm.
I'm gonna look at Sazan. Then back to Wes. Then back to Sazan. I'm gonna give a slight nod. A solemn nod.
It's troubling.
He's over here getting worried about a dragon being shown attacking Wolfcrow. Dragons don't exist.
I just want you to explain how Gideon just described the image of a being that he has no idea of.
I got no
double-gripping
clue.
my hatchet now.
Sounds like you two are losing it.
Ziri, would you like
No.
to give me a religion check?
We can only
Okay.
pray that that is the case.
Not great at religion, but
Good enough.
Ziri,
good talk.
do you know that there are... From your... Actually, Ziri, for you, I will allow occultism. Same shit. Good stuff.
I'm re-rolling.
It's a 20! What the fuck?
Winnie!
No.
Take your
A 20 is
fucking
good enough for
hero
what the fuck
point
ever. If you have a fucking trained in it.
Ziri, you are aware that there are creatures from beyond the sky in this world. You are not certain exactly what they are. Even a scholar has learned it as you. There are hundreds of theories, but hesitantly, you do know that there are terrible sky creatures.
Terrible sky creatures.
Look, Wesk, all I'm saying is that I pray as hard as I can that you're right.
Pray all you want. I know what I saw. And I spent a good 2 minutes trying to make sure that whatever the fuck was gonna happen didn't happen, and it didn't. Maybe it did at this point. I don't know.
Been gone from Wolfcron for a while. I'm gonna grip my hatchet tighter.
Okay, we're gonna stop there for the night then. Let's go ahead and say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
It always has to be one.
Every time.